Hi, Chamber friends.
Hi there, good evening.
Hi, it's Tara Doyle-Enneking, the CEO of the Puyallup Sumner Chamber here, and I'm super excited to have Vaib here from Aventura World to talk to us about our exciting opportunity of going to Greece. We have a new travel advantage program called Chamber Abroad, and we will be heading to Greece this spring. So here the next few minutes, we're going to get an opportunity to hear from Vaib more about the details of it, but I'm also wanting to invite all of you to come join us at 5 o'clock today. We have Spanikopitas from Giorgio's, a hummus platter. We've got Greece flags and Greece literature, and Greece is the word. We are going to have some fun and learn about this exciting opportunity. So there's still time to hop in your car and join us to learn more. But let's first open up. Vaib, thank you so much for partnering with us.
Thank you.
We're really excited about this opportunity, and so some of you may have already seen this flyer. We've started promoting it in our chamber chatter, but I'll just let Vaib go ahead and tell us a little bit about just what all this trip entails for March 21st.
Thank you. So yeah, Aventura World is a chamber travel specialist, and we've partnered with Puyallup Sumner Chamber of Commerce for March 21st departure from Seattle that goes to Greece for 9 days and 7 nights, and there's an optional extension to Santorini. So if your employer allows you, if you have the vacation available, please go to Santorini. That's the first thing. We are headquartered in New Jersey, and we have been in this chamber travel profile for 47 years now, and we are really excited to partner with the chamber. Greece is a great destination, let me tell you. Its location, its history, and most importantly the people make this destination an amazing place to be. It's definitely worth a visit at least once in your lifetime. If you can go multiple times, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's exciting. So in the chamber world, he mentioned 47 years, and that's a long time. I've met ownership there, leadership there. I've met and spoke to many other chamber executives who have brought their chambers to these different trips that are offered throughout the year over time. And they say certainly there's a lot of tour companies that are doing this, but really Aventura World keeps rising up as one of the very best. They're very selective with the hotels, the tours they put together, the whole package.
Yeah.
So I am just super excited to say you come, rated so high and referred in the best way, where I'm super excited to offer this to our chamber.
Thank you. So when we mentioned about hotels and obviously being rated so high, we are the official travel partners of the American Chamber of Commerce, and that's how all the chambers which come under the umbrella of ACCE, as we dearly call it, happen to partner with us. So we have a certain policy of sticking to some service standards. Number one is we always go with first class hotels. When I use this term first class, basically every country or every region in the world has different star ratings. 4 stars and 5 stars in some regions might be similar. So we call it first class hotels, which are as good as any 5 stars in North America. For this particular program or certain programs in Europe as we offer, we go by the philosophy of, or we call it the cruise philosophy, whereby just the way in a cruise you once check in your cabin, that's your home for some days, and you keep on looking at different spots as you stop and eventually check out of the cabin. Here what we have done is it's a single hotel tour which is very centrally located, and each day you have an excursion in one different direction with one particular theme dedicated just for that day.
Fantastic. Let's talk about some of the cities we will be traveling to.
Well, we have a lot of cities actually we are covering. We are definitely laying a lot of stress on the capital city of Athens. If you go to the Chamber's website, you can download this and obviously grab a copy from the Chamber to get through the entire itinerary. And if you are available at 5 p.m., do attend the session to get in depth with. But some of the salient features is there's a lot of sightseeing included. We go to Athens a couple of times. We also see the Peloponnese Peninsula. We are going in the Acropolis Museum. We cross the Corinth Canal. And obviously, if you're taking the Santorini extension, that's another thing available to you. So there are lots of things to see. We also have a feature called as the cultural discoveries. So you have the opportunity of mingling with the locals, understanding their culture through food, through wine, through music, through some agricultural produce, and so on. So this tour almost has everything in that.
And so the food that's included, are we eating a lot at the restaurant, or the meals are included throughout? How is that sort of organized?
Food, most of your meals, or rather all of your meals, are included for the base tour, and you start your day in your hotel. So your breakfast is served at the hotel in a breakfast buffet.
Okay.
It's a great patio. Basically, it's a beach-facing property. So you enjoy your breakfast on the patio facing the beach. That's interesting. While you're out, and you can come back for lunches, or you have lunches outside. It depends upon the schedule of the day. And then in the evening you are back and you have your dinners at the hotel.
Okay.
And this kind of a communal eating scenario, which also resonates with the culture of the country.
And I imagine if you wake up one day, because let's just say perhaps you may have had a few too many adult beverages and you just opted out of one of the morning excursions, I assume those are optional. You can take a day at the pool if needed.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about the hotel. I looked at it. It's fantastic. It looks like it's a pool on a beach.
Yes, so it's called as the Kineta Beach Resort. It's 40 minutes out of Athens. So we've chosen this location firstly to be out of the hustle bustle of a major town, and secondly to be close to all the places where we want to visit, like a day excursion. Now this hotel has its private beach front, and one of the section is basically chartered entirely by Aventura. So we put all our guests for Greece tours in that hotel.
Okay.
So they are very accustomed to our style of travelers. That's number one. Number two, because of the food and the spa services. So if you stay back at the hotel just to choose to stay back, I would not recommend. do visit all the places you're being taken to.
Yes.
But just in case, if you happen to miss out, good thing compared to other trips is, because you're staying in that hotel for the entire span of the trip, you're not basically missing out on joining the group elsewhere. Number one. Number two, you can pamper yourself at the spa, at the pool, or even just go to the beach. The waters would be pretty decent. I would say the weather in Greece during the month of March is as good as the weather in Southern California, especially San Diego. So that kind of a weather and water temperatures can be expected.
Yeah, that was my next question, was just what do we expect for weather? Also, I will be taking this trip. There's a kind of a preview trip that is offered to CEOs of other chambers. So I'm really excited to be leaving on November 16th for that trip.
Yes.
And I'll be coming back with lots more video and whatnot to share with the chamber. But I'm really excited about that.
Yes.
But prior to that, I hope that some of the information you hear here, if you're able to join us tonight, if you want to give our chamber a call, I'm sure I can connect you with Vaib directly as well if you have additional questions and particulars about this trip. But let's talk about cost. Again, really specify what all is exactly included in that, and then we have an early bird special. So we would want you to be able to take advantage of that here coming up at the end of October.
Yeah.
So go ahead and break down a little bit of what all you're getting for in one cost, and you get everything.
So if you happen to, so the way of payment is basically in two parts. You make your first deposit of $500 and the balance by 21st of December. So basically you have to pay in full by 21st of December. If you make your deposit before 23rd of October, which is the early bird cutoff date, you firstly get $100 off the price, and secondly you get an optional tour, the Delphi optional tour, included in it, which is worth the value of $159. So the early bird value is $259 to be precise. Post that, after 23rd October, if you put your deposit in, the price becomes payable.
Fantastic. And so cost also includes round trip airfare out of Seattle.
Yes.
You'll have the hotel stay the entire time.
All the meals.
All the meals, and then also your excursions and tours guides. Okay.
You will have any kind of entrances to certain sites are included. You always have a coach, a dedicated air-conditioned coach with a driver as well as a tour leader. You would be picked up at the airport in Athens and dropped at the airport. If you're taking the extension, you would be transferred for another flight across for Santorini and again transferred back to Athens airport. So all those things with regular international standard baggage limits on an economy group booking flight are included.
Terrific. And so, they can accommodate plenty of people. There's chambers that have brought 200 members on a regular basis, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Certainly, we're hoping to have 20 plus, and I think one thing I would want to touch upon is certainly this will be a worthwhile experience for you personally to experience the culture of Greece. You're going in a safe environment, but I think the added benefit is once again to be with your network of people in your community.
Yes.
And I'm sure the bond and friendships that'll be established along the way will be priceless as well. We're a fun and generous community, and so I really look forward to seeing how all of that blossoms as well as an added benefit.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, anything else you want to add?
It's a great way of developing an affinity within your community. If somebody of you are watching it or sharing it on Facebook, do ask your friends and family to join in. It's open to all. It's not just restricted to chamber members.
Correct.
It's open to the entire community. If you have a friend who lives elsewhere and cannot fly out of Seattle, do let us know. We can make them fly out of any gateway across US.
Perfect. Well, again, so cut off early bird date October 23rd for your $500 deposit. Join us today at 5. Come at 5:30. I'm sure we'll still be eating Spanikopitas and drinking a little wine. But we're here to answer any questions anytime. You'll keep hearing about this the next couple weeks, and I certainly hope it's something you will entertain and join us. And thank you so much for bringing this program to the Chamber. We're really excited. I know we already have 5 or 6 people registered, and this is really pre any kind of promotion of it, so that's exciting.
Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
I don't know how to say goodbye in Greek. Should I learn that?
Ciao.